Greetings and welcome everyone to part 6 of Danganronpa 2. We are at the beginning of trial number 3. We shall set our skills. Charisma. Cheat code. Time limit does not decrease even if you shoot a statement with the silencer. Effective during not sure. Moonsault. Oh, I can do moonsault now. Yes. Salt the moon. Alright, check the handbook. Looks like it's following the, kind of. Now, there's actually a lot of clues here. I think it was around case 4 where the first game stopped giving you clues. Basically, everything was decided by the end. Should walk that more. Let us begin. Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. Are you going to explain this every single time we do this? You are. I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp on how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time. Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you? But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either. Fine. Your head's empty anyway. Empty head? Hey, what's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know? Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequences of the event? Let's start when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and myself. The other 5 on the motel team are myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko. Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep in our cottages. I woke up at my cottage on the day of the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room since she hadn't slept all night while I waited in the hospital. And then I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking. When I pressed the button to turn it on, what appeared was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head climbing a stepladder. Amazing, that's a heart-pounding story. And then what did you do, Hajime? I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel. Why the motel? Because it was close to the music venue and, unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least that's what I thought, but the only person who came with me was Chiaki. But I remember feeling a little reserved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko. We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight. After I rested a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out. Various ways? Don't say it like that and confuse people. Ooh, made him blush. After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling that she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue. But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the floor was broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body, we also found Hyoko's. And not just that, her body was taped to a pillar. That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row. And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we? When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki. So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily. Well, it's clear that the problem with this case is when Hajime left the music venue, who... Wait! How do I know anything Hajime just said is true? Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now, and the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. If you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right? Or to lie. Obviously you can make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you. Do you doubt me? If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer. It's just as Kazuichi said, Nagito is the kind of guy who will just confuse us and make matters worse. Damn it. I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. Is it sword battle or... Oh, okay. I have to agree with myself. Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious. If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself, that would also be a lie. I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only witness. Why would Hajime lie? Well, obviously because he's the killer. Holy shit. Did Hajime kill both of them? Oh, shit. The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault. I'm not the killer. There should be a contradiction somewhere. I need to find that and break through. Shit. What are the key bindings? Movie invitation ticket. This has my date on it. Yes. Good. Oop. Cool, got it. He was there! He knows I didn't see the movie. Why is he leading us down this path? He even said that. Interesting. I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie. Of course you're not. I already knew that. Ah! Nagito, please! Before the incident, Oh! Hajime had never watched the movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Boy! Each person only receives one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma? Yep, no mistakes there. Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone else tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right? Hold on a second, you're the one who brought up the topic in the first place. Nagito, what are you doing? Since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up. For a warm-up, this isn't a game, you know? Don't get mad, I just think that warming up is really important, especially since this is not a game. What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out this way. Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the argument. So that means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right? I'm positive. Now that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide. If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hyoko? A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide ain't possible, eh? Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that. Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue? I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes. If they killed Hyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes, there's no way that's possible. That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room. Eh? What do you mean closed room? The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try to keep us from entering right away. However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, correct? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either. Yes, you're absolutely right. Which means when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside. If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi. Me? The hell? Why's it gotta be us? The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel, Holiday Inn, right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you. There's another person who's having an alibi, you know, Nekomaru. Me too! Why are you talking like that? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something, are you? Please stop making bad jokes. Anyway, the killer was hiding inside the venue. We should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis. What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill? The killer was inside the music venue. Fuyuhiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it? Semi-transparent glob. The killer was still inside the music venue. Whee! by locking the door from the inside. They tried to keep us from getting in. It seems they were trying to stall for time. How did they lock the door? The door should not have had a lock. The lock was on the floor in front of the door. You talking about the broken drumstick? You can use it as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared. So they looked like they had just rushed over. I've seen this in serial crime dramas. That's it. The person's remark contradicts the truth. I should be able to prove that with my evidence. On the inside? The hell? The thick paper? I don't doubt that's anything. I don't think so. Is there anything on the glob? Strange glob was stuck to where both the doors touched. Okay. Reasonable. Oops, god damn it. Stepladder was just the stepladder. Let's key bindings. That was her key, right? Okay. Let's get read a little details. So useless, useless, useless. Surveillance, monitor video. The video that he Jimmy's at the hospital, it shows a person dressed in a hospital gown wearing a handbag on their head as they willingly climb a ladder toward the nurse. Okay, locking door from the inside. Yeah. Get in from the outside. Stall for time. That's not a contradiction, is it? Maybe we can agree with this thing, right? No, I don't think so. Okay. Bring it up later. The scrap of paper didn't say anything, did it? It just said it's a scrap of paper. Why is it not here? It was stuck to the baton lighting. Yeah, that was on the ceiling inside. That has nothing to do with that. The key was on what's her name. The video shows her hanging herself. The glob was on the door. The stepladder has blood on it? Wait, what? Hold up. This is burned to the... I hope that's not what they want me to do. So. Did I hit this thing? Didn't think so, okay. Fiend! Okay, good. I was hoping that's what they meant. Shoot, okay, hold up, what? So this was burned onto the lights. And it was hot in there. I'm trying to stall for time. Is there a way to contradict stalling for time? The stepladder had blood on it, that's it. Glob, it just says glob. That's it. Motel room key's completely disconnected. The video, it just literally says her hanging herself. Oh god, it's not one of those. Oops, no. Okay, by locking the door from the inside. There's no way to contradict that. It was locked from the inside. It wasn't locked, there was a drumstick. Drumstick? Yes. Maybe this? Where's the backwards button? Okay. Sure? Hold on a sec, there's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside. From the outside? How? There was a semi-transparent globe stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used. Like rubber, maybe? It wasn't rubber at all. The glob was probably... rubber. It was definitely rubber. Did they melt the rubber before they used it? I believe a specialized appliance would be necessary. Aw. Aw, no sass? It must have been glue. Yes, I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness, and I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue. I didn't know glue was edible. I believe it's not something one typically eats. That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue from the outside. And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, fits perfectly. But if you just stick them together with glue, how'd you be able to break the door down so easily? It doesn't really matter. The killing only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside. What'd you say? First of all, didn't the drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so. Like it was broken already. It was so obvious that it makes it more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion. Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that trap. Oh shit. Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time. In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all. So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hyoko and created a closed space. And they also taped her up after killing her, right? Even quick work has limits. What unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me? You better not be a killer, I swear to God. If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that. Earlier. But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right? And when you went back with everyone else, Hyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible the body was just revealed at that time when Hyoko was actually killed earlier. Just revealed? Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof. Scrap of paper? Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue? That's right. But just what is this scrap anyway? Figure out what it is. Shit. Dadgummit! No! I'm clicking on the wrong buttons. I need to stop doing that. Alright. Get it thick! No! I wanted to be extra thick! Oh well. Go. Go. Go, get huge. Wall papel. In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so, your eyes. If you overlay the scrap that was caught, they line up perfectly. I see, so the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper. What's wrong with that? Does it have to do something with Hyoko's body disappearance? I mean, nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. Huh? If you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give it a try. Oh, logic dive? Oh, just the running one? Okay, cool. Go! Space jump? Alright, cool. Little floaty. Question 1. Why Hyoko's body becomes right? Can you switch sides if you want, like midway? I wonder. Can I slow down to speed up? They really should put one directly in front of you. Question dose. What did the killer use to hide the body? A curtain. A certain kind of curtain. Oh god. Oh! Okay, I should not jump like an idiot. I like jumping way too much. Is that a ramp? Hell yeah. This is kind of cute. Question trace. How did the killer hide the body? They formed a wall. Didn't they just cover the pillar? Oh boy! I have no idea if things are right or wrong. It's just like, yeah, you're good. Her body was hidden before we found it. But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body. No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it along with the pillar using the wallpaper. What? They hid the pillar? Yes, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. That makes perfect sense. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there. However, because it was concealed through the slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize at the time. Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd noticed Ibuki's body right away. So they used the baton lighting in the ceiling to hang the wallpaper. It forms a perfect circle around the pillar, so using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits. Then the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like the pillar. That's how they hid her body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue. But the killer then made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting. The killer must have been in a hurry. If their plan took too long, Hajime could have walked in on them. But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky. But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much time, or much to do, while Hajime is gone. They just have to peel off the wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal. Then when was Hiyoko actually killed? Good point. And on that note, it's about time you shed some light on those imitation murders. You mentioned imitation murder more than once, but what is that? You kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece, The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D? Hey! Don't put my likeness in your movie without my permission. You're pretty nosy for someone who eats moss balls. Any moss balls? I just enjoy looking at them. I knew it. There's so many similarities. It must have been intentional. Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movies. Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death. It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted. But why'd the killer get all this trouble in the first place? Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out. The reason the killer imitated the two victims in the movie, I should have explained that by now. No. Conjuring spells. I love Gundam so much. More accomplices. The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so that we'd mix up the killing order. Then Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki? A valid line of reasoning? Yes, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well. What do you mean? Not. You want to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body. I'm not even crying. Why don't you solve as much as you want later? Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind. What a jerk. Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right? An even bigger jerk! Impossible! Look, Ibuki died because she hung herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor. What's wrong with that? It seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki. How light, your words are so light as a sip's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately. He's being annoying again. First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that? Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor. It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion. I want to talk. Anyway, this continues. We're just gonna talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. Gee, I wonder. When Hiyoko died, her feet were on the, Ibuki, yeah, sure, feet on the floor. I'm telling you to present your evidence. Did you see her walking? If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something? Were there even any footprints in the scene of the crime? Maybe her feet were on the floor. But she was like sitting or something? Instead to be a mark on her ass. Okay, no. Weak, 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 I say. It doesn't even pierce my heart. Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint bloodstains on the soles of her slippers. That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries. Then it's Yoko's blood. Yoko's only wound was a fatal slice to her neck, and she died almost instantly, right? If Ibuki stepped on her blood, it means Ibuki was standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed. Oh snap. Throw her down with my boy! Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest and reeks of lamb, Hajime. Does that mean you have a rebuttal? Does that mean you have a rebuttal? Haha, it's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? That you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed. You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you realize our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You'd better entertain it to the fullest. This one? What? Easy to miss when you can't go back. That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away. One says such foolish things, you have no proof. I do. Oh. When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped on it and the killer probably didn't even realize it. The reason they left the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open. Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds. Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding. Actually, the bleeding will stop once your heart stops beating, so I don't think they had to go that far. Aside from Mikan, none of us went away of that fact, so the killer probably did not know either. Maybe the heater was run inside the music venue so it could screw with Mikan's autopsy? That's right, I know the time of death because the heater. If the time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us. Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki. It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then, but regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions. You just shut up and back off. Now then, let us resume our debate. Ah, wait a second. There's something I want to try to run by Monokuma first. Again, didn't something like this happen last time too? If the victim already committed suicide, what are we supposed to do? Same as always, you have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it, a suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch I can always punish Monomi. What do you mean if the victim already committed suicide? Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, but then committed suicide due to guilty conscience, right? That's totally impossible. Then she never would have killed her to begin with. He was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen. But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time. Then she was alive. When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was pretending to be dead. If she waited until he left, that's when she could have made her move and messed with the crime scene. She hanged herself, remember? There's no way she could have faked that. And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chose hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined the plan. I see, so that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer. What? Ah, there's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw? According to the video, she was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something? I don't know anything about that. Don't say it all proud. Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever it was? So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place. But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right? Cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way to have some kind of sweet recording feature. In the video Hajime saw was actually live? What time did Hajime see the video? I saw it at the hospital right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after the announcement. So Ibuki hangs herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time the murders occurred was before and during the announcement. Did we just find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time? Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence. Whoosh. Hold that pose, girl. Well, we can exclude the sick people like me and Akane. What about the others? Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room. Me too. I think everyone at the motel was doing that. Except for the dead one. Whoa, so everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't even have an alibi. What about you guys? Question mark. I was where I was supposed to be, my cottage. That's not an alibi. Aside from those affected by the disease. If no one has an alibi, then... We've failed! Oh no! Cry some more. The exact phrasing on this. Whoa. Okay. That's not info. Sony's account. Distraught. Here he goes. We separated for a short time. Who checked the wish? That's it. So 3 accounts. Hiko's, Mikan's. Okay. And now it's my cottage over you. I mean, the 2 of them have an alibi technically? Double dip. Hold on, not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis. You 2 have alibis? Ladies, up until I saw the hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while. We even woke up together that morning. What? I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime. Too much info. It's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagito's condition had improved. And we went to the hospital together afterwards. So we were together until right before the announcement. I get it, you 2 have alibis. If that's the case, the killer must be someone else. It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway. So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important. Feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead. But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was? Making the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process, was the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie. Are you saying there's another reason? I really feel bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence. If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us. Whose and what kind of trap? Suspended for now. Okay, that's quick. Why, hello there, Minomi. The moss balls sure look tasty today. Stop it. Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls. And here's some chess time. Now then, Minomi's appeal time starts now. Your kind-hearted big brother is going to give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck. Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. While you are whining, your time is already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long, it'll just be a boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way. I'm Usami, magical girl Usami. Ding! I'm an itty-bitty bunny girl who's sweet like milk. Jeez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best. What a disappointment. Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. I am Monimi. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No, this definitely not be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your best! Don't lose your way! Okay. The reason the killer did an imitation murder. Does something like that even exist? Huh? It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing. This again. If that's the case, it would have been just dandy. They had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that? Well, it stands the rules to kill 3 people in the first place. That rule's too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that. Seriously, just shut up already. But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete. Because I didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule. It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second. That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right? Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows. Arrows. But her body was suspended by common household duct tape. Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows. That's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it. What if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation? Their entire plan would have been completely useless. What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned? I'm saying Hyoko's murder wasn't. What? I understand the imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making up a bunch of assumptions? It's not just the poor imitation, there are also other strange details. Strange details like what? Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue? You're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden? I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say. However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of Deathstroke Sean are getting riled up. When she went to the music venue, if that's the key to all this, or why she did, I need to find that out no matter the cost. We know. Actually, maybe not, based on these. Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? This is fun. There's no way we'd know that. Maybe the killer summoned her. Jeez, what the heck? If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer. Wah! No, maybe she went off of her own free will. Or she was, what? Guided by the will of casualty? Causality? I need to find out why she went to the music venue first. Okay, hold up, what? She has her key on her, so she wasn't taken. Unless it was shoved in there, but Blood, wizard, scrap. It's just that one. Wait, what did the curtain say? Can't say for curtain. Okay, useless. Muda! Okay, wait. Let's reread the key in case something specific on there. Oh, it's right up front. Alright, cool. Okay, it was buried deep, so it was difficult to retrieve. So, not summoned. Not abducted. Doing everyone pretty well. Consent?! It's just as Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will. So, exactly as I assumed. If no one called for her, then why'd she go? Kyoko locked herself in a room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them. So there's no way she got abducted? Kyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out. She was forcibly taken from a room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it. The killer could lock it alright, just to hide the fact that she got abducted? And they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if no one finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? There's something like that. Cut off! Whoosh! Suddenly iconic. You saying my gut was wrong? This could be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already? No, that's not the issue. Shut up, enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now. Uh-oh. Throw down. Rebuttal showdown. Step ladder. She was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into her room. Forcibly abducted her. That girl is small and weak looking. That's why the killer targeted her. I guess we destroyed it, okay. But Hyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more like that Hyoko locked the door herself. The killer was the one. Holy shit! Okay, we're not reading this apparently. Da, 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 da. There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key. Hold on, try to remember the body. Kimono's all messed up. Oh, wrong one. Alright, she's about to explode. She fought the killer, no? My gut is totally right after all. Counterattack! There we go. The reason her kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it. It's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own. Hyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons why she locked herself in her room. So pathetic. I told her there was a full-length mirror at the music venue and I suggested that she used it. Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer? Yep, she went of her own free will to fix her messed up kimono. I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes, do whatever you want. What do you mean, has a chance? Make her admit defeat of something, but yet make her do a little something something. No. Get out of here. Then the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hyoko would go to the music venue. Though that may not apply to Sonia since she provided Hyoko with the information. Though I knew she would go there, there was no way I could have predicted when she would arrive. Don't go down, Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you in your hamster 6 feet under. Ha, Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're still wearing them. Gundam, please stop for his sake. Huh? What do you mean for my sake? Of course. I've already overlooked you no less than... What? I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you. Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue? The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence. When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked into the crime scene. She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends? It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation, killed Hiyoko. They just happened to have a knife on hand? Because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier. That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence. Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murder at first. Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far, there's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan. You have any ideas? Let me just hide, don't mind me. Damn, we don't know the most important part. The killer's plan from the beginning, I'm pretty sure we're very, very close. Any ideas, Nagito? No! Oh, am I allowed to speak? Oh, I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps! Everyone actually needs help from scum like me. So what do you think? I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut, but now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide. What are you talking about? I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember there was blood on her slippers. So she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene. There'd be bloody footprints in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way she committed suicide. You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago. Oh, really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then. Are you kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be. Wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood in her feet, there'd be blood footprints all over the place if she kept walking around. Strange. Strange? What's strange? It's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints are still an important clue that we completely overlooked. Just as Nagito said, if she had blood in her feet, she would have left footprints. Then why weren't there any footprints on the... Were there? Very clearly there were not. Fire the logic cannons! If she used a stepladder to hang herself, it's strange there weren't any footprints on it. Yeah, it's completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all. Well... You noticed such a small detail, how amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate. What are you talking about? You were obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. Nagito, you're definitely someone I should not underestimate. But didn't you say you saw the video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she did climb it. Unless there's something funny about the video. I see, so there's some kind of trick arranged in the video, But that's something only Hajime would know since he's the only one who saw it. So, just I thought it comes down to that. The mystery surrounding this incident is contained in the video. And whether or not we can reach the hidden truth, it's up to me. Hajime, I leave it in your hands. Yes. I'll definitely try. Just squeeze your brain a bit. I'm the only one that can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw the video. So I'm the only one that can do it. Brain dive! The hanging video that I saw, based on everything we know from the debates thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange. Probably eat. Is it like the angle of it? What, they click the gown? Oh, okay. That was very precise. There was definitely something strange about the video. Can you explain it to us? The stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps on the stepladder weren't dirty, but on the side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video, it was completely clean. That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point. Even so, the fact that the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless. And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of, it's possible two stepladders were completely different. Wait, you saying there are two stepladders? Nani? Definitely not. Where would you find a second stepladder? Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue. What do you mean? You're suggesting that the stepladder in the music video? Yes, in the music video isn't the only thing that's different, am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki. All that gaming has given you incredible production skills. Is it okay to say that? What are you two talking about? The stepladder is the only thing that's different. Chiaki said the stepladder was at a different place, but if that's the case, the thing that's different between the video and the actual crime scene, the place where the killer did something. That's nice and vague. We done? Hangman's Gambito. Damn it. We're not. I can't make it any thicker than that? Lame. Perfect. Cute. Go away now. Thank you. Oh my god. Aw, it's as big as it gets? Aw. Fidget spinner! Go. Chill. Oh my god. Aw. Oh well. Die, 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 die! Alright. Oh no! Go. Go. E. Okay. Aw. Aw, damn it. I need to move this. Damn you. Oops, sorry, the other day. Damn it. Made a nice bomb field. That's right, besides... What do you mean? The filming location was also different, Baka. I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else. But the hospital mod is supposed to display footage captured by the camera, you know? Then there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit. In order to show us that they filmed the video at the music venue instead of somewhere else, what did they do? Oh, okay. They're going ham in the video games, aren't they? And the video games! Have a cookie. Thanks. Which part of the surveillance camera unit did the killer tamper with? Shit. Can I jump? Nope. Oh shit. Oh, it's wrong. You can't get it wrong. Okay. So it falls off completely. Oh, that's good to know. Okay. Oh, shit. Wasn't even looking. Oops. Is there a boost? Oh, this is kind of pukey. Okay. Let's not do that. Yeah, I don't like this. Is the floor falling? Squat slowly. Question 2. Did the killer tamper with the camera at the music venue or the hospital? Shit. Any better moon jumps? Oh wow, they just want me to projectile vomit everywhere, don't they? Oh, this is not fun to look at. Why? I'm old, don't do this to me. Checkpoint. Question trace. What did the killer do with the camera from the music venue surveillance camera unit? They died. Because they're too busy reading. They put it in their pants and ran with it. Disco party! That's it. The killer brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue when it was actually from somewhere else. You don't think the monitor was left in the music venue? Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Ibuki's body was discovered, the killer probably put the camera back too. That means you should have realized from the start and made this area out of us. He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera. That's true, but in order to hide the camera that was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor. The killer did... Ooh, what? The thing the killer did to the remaining monitor was... Yeah? It smashed it. Yes. As long as it was in pieces, he wouldn't be able to tell if the camera is actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that. And then the moment Hajime had left the music venue, the killer put the camera back. And destroyed that as well. It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong. Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seemed it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel. The fact it was able to connect between the hospital and music venue is amazing enough, which means even if it was filmed in another place, as long as it was transmitting to the hospital, the range would be pretty limited. If that's the case, where was the video filmed to make it look like it was filmed at the music venue? The only possibility is that place inside that building. Oh boy. Oops. Shit, I know it's something room. What the hell's the first word? Brain fart. Projector? Not. There's no P. There's an R. Yeah, maybe? Yeah, okay. So there's a room with the projector in it. Run away, little guy. I got an R already. No! Don't make me lose my baby! Yes, get thick. Get all taps of juicer. Bye. It should just be big, right? Yeah. Oh, piss. Where did M at, though? Thanks. Complete! It's possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room. The conference room? But the hospital and the music venue look completely different. That's exactly why the killer did something to make those places resemble each other. To make them look the same, they did some work. I've got to make it clear what work was done! No, one of these? Okay. They're going ham on the minigames this one. Okay. There's no way the conference room. Oh god! And the music video look the same. Which place resembles the other? Oh god! Did the conference room look like the music venue? Holy shit! Or did the music venue look like the conference room? Or did they make some kind of set? Oh, they might have tampered with the camera. Shut up. I still can't believe he mixed up the filming locations. Hajime, you gotta be pretty stupid. Thanks. Wow, I love you. In order to make the blah blah blah, what did they do? I should have figured that out first. Should just be the Dimble Dams. I mean, here, hold up. What's the curtain even say on it? It's not wide enough to reach the end of the stage. It looks like it was bought from the supermarket. Okay, so this is not the one. They flipped them then. Okay, so no, this is conference room looked like the venue. Consent! Girl, you know it. What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage. From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size. That's right, it's so half-assed, just like Monomi. Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid. That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like the conference room. In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black, light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor. I see, the conference room, indeed. The floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched. Matching floors, matching curtains, I guess it makes sense if you mistake the two. But that's not all. There should be something else the killer tampered with. Something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably. Something else. It's gotta be that! It's a lot of things. Candle? You're referring to the candle, correct? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting, but if you think about it, it's pretty strange. The music venue had good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight. But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier? There might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue were so different they couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead. Which means you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used. That candle was most likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle. With candlelight you can't see things in that much detail, maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area. As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue, it was actually filmed at the hospital's conference room. If I found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there. But there's no mistake, that's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera. The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive. This must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that video you saw in the hospital to be filmed in the conference room. The incident isn't happening at the scene of the crime, it's occurring in the conference room. Quotations. I feel like I've heard Bayside Cops say that before, but isn't it the other way around? Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room. And was Ibuki killed in the conference room too? No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw the video, he discovered her body at the music venue. That video was filmed at the conference room, but Ibuki's body was in the music venue, which means there was a fake somewhere. The fake must have been... either? You don't know that though. You didn't touch her. In fact, you ran away. Which is probably the biggest annoyance. The person wearing the hemp bag in the video wasn't Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on the hospital gown, wore a hemp bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim. By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed. The actual time of death must have been earlier, probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses. They took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her. There's no way it happened during the day. That's what happened. Then no matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible to rescue her. At that moment, I was already in the killer's trap. And then the one who set the trap for me was... But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene? The reason the killer made the fake video There's only one possibility I can think of, and if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself. You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is? That's right, I should already know. I should have already known! The killer is... I thought it was my waifu right off the bat, but it better not be. Like, it makes the most sense. Considering everything. Ah, please don't be. Please don't be. Please don't be. I thought this... No, Mika better not be the killer. What are you talking about? Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki? Aren't you that killer? No, I'm the other one. Ah, I'm the killer. What is this? I think it's kind of impossible. A chick like her is the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first. She's right. A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question. But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have advantage of an alibi. An alibi? Was that the kid's goal? Now that you mention it, you guys brought up that earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi. It's just a coincidence. But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence? Huh? Should you get some rest already? Yes, I'm gonna go upstairs and sleep. Oh no. At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room. Look at that butt. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music venue. And showed that to moi. Ha! What? Furthermore, I saw the video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby. So it's impossible that someone wasn't already in the hospital. Ooh. It's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film. Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease. So that must mean... Please wait a second. What are you saying? I'm the killer? It's impossible. There's no way I could kill someone. It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that? It just shows she can't do that. Are you sure this chick is really the killer? Wrong. It's totally wrong. It's not what you think. It's like Akane said. Is it really hard to tie it all together? I mean, Makan is the killer? I agree. It's truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman. Hey! Don't talk shit about waifu. Nah, it's fine. I've been like that for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. I can't even deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious. What do you say, Hajime? You still believe this woman is the killer? Do you hate me that much, Hajime? Hey, Hajime! Everyone's ganging up on me. Oh god, she's leaking! Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like that? She has a split personality, sure. Could it be I'm the one making the mistake? No, in fact, it'd be so much easier if I was wrong. If I have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with... Can you hold on a minute? Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this. What are you saying? But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time. I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with a suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads. What are you trying to say? Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that no one else knows. You serious? I've been so focused on everyone else from this trial that I guess now's a good time to say it, right? You better not quit quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know. Actually, this is a game. Please don't say such controversial statements. Well, what do you know, Nagito? Something big, really? Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer. Dang, that's a huge deal! A decisive clue? Does something like that really exist? Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from. This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue. Again, with the supermarket, that place is a hot spot for criminal goods. We got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right? What's wrong with that? You take a close look at the rope, and keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope is frayed, as if it were rubbed strongly. But why is it like that? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting's on the other end. You're talking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed? Well, it means, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki. Hold on, I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation? So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place. And everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit. More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki and then I finished speaking. What? How is that a decisive clue? You didn't notice? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear. Is that really true? Sure, that one. Speak! Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death. That's basically the same thing. Hanging and strangling seem similar, they're definitely different. The scars they leave would look different. Scars, you mean rope burn, right? But we believe it was from hanging. Why would that be? Did we fall for someone's lie? The body of the crime? Obviously we'd assumed it was hanging. The Monokuma Faeru complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation, did it? Ibuki's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. Whoever misunderstood is to blame. I mean, me? Ibuki's true cause of death was strangulation. That fact is the decisive proof that will lead to the killer. Is that true? Yeah, what's the rope say? The rope used for hanging, according to Mikan, there is no doubt that the cause of Ibuki's death was her well, according to Mikan, there is no doubt that the cause of death was her hanging herself with this rope. Hanging. How would that be? Someone's lie. Oops. Damn, we're just backing her further into a corner. No! Oh, please no. Please no. So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time. That's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by the rope, right? She had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. You said that she hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan? That is well. You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you? You shouldn't be able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Mikan, the ultimate nurse. Please wait. First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault I made a mistake. You're right, and you have been a great help to us so far. But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between hanging and strangulation. I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake. He's totally right. Heh, such a clumsy mess, I get so careless. Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her. Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death? And if not, her symptoms were still very serious, and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her. So Mikan volunteered to nurse us because she was planning to do this all along? That's a little Are you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves? I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know? You got it all wrong. Please forgive me. I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I can't forgive this crime at all. Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if she is the killer. I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope? You're friggin' annoying. If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up. But I'm really not the killer. Prove it. There's no way I'm capable of killing someone. Is that really true? Stop it already, that's enough. I can't stop. Won't stop. Don't stop. I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this. You doubt your friends? That's not it. I suspected them because I want to believe them. The hell does that mean? I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites. Huh? I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there? Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it. If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie. Fine, do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore. Weeping intensifies. Huh? Is that all you can say? Whoa, that face. Ah, so at the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? What? Justifying your actions with fancy words, making excuses for why it's not really your fault? Everyone always treats me like this, always. Huh, it's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that, you hear me? I'm done! Oh, shit. It's not fair. It's not fair, it's not fair. Why would you forgive me? If I did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away. You did something. What did I do? Why would anyone forgive me? If acting like this is acting like this your strategy now? Well, this is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue. If you don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some? I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair. Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated the video Hajime watched? Like I said, it obviously wasn't me. Can you prove it? Prove it? Wait, do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated the video? That's right, show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption just because I was at the hospital? That's totally crazy, I didn't do anything wrong. Why does everyone hate me? Please, just forgive me already. Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable. Well, no shit. I'm not the killer, that video, I never filmed the video! It seems she finally started arguing for us. But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So I'm gonna leave this to you once again. Would it be... Was this Shaki's goal all along? She's saying everyone's fate depends on me, the only person who saw that video. Why do you get to decide on the killer? Where's your proof? Please forgive me already! I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's going to finish this. Make your arguments. I'm not the killer, Dizu! We can't think of anyone else other than you. Who could have filmed that video? Oh, what? Do you have any proof? Whoa, what? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on? Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types. Is that really your proof? You could, holy shit, you can tell the body type under the hospital gown. Just from that video. Just from that camera angle. Just from that dim candlelight, holy shit. There's no way you'd be able to make out the body type. So please forgive me already. Forgive you for what? Hajime, pay close attention. Alright, hold up. Oh shit, you're the obvious only one who can point out the killer's mistake. That's weird, why is that marked? Don't flinch, don't hesitate, don't run away. I'm the only one who saw the video. Who else is gonna do it if I don't do it? What exactly is her account? It was really long, wasn't it? Yep, holy shit. Right up until the Monokuma announcement that morning, Mikan was with Hajime the whole time. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everybody, realized that Ibuki had disappeared. And she rushed out the hospital to search for Ibuki. That was after. She met up with Fujihiko. Okay? Surveillance camera unit. What exactly does that say? Surveillance camera unit put inside a music venue. It's been smashed to pieces. Okay? Say anything? Shit. AC temperature? Jesus. They don't give you very much to work on this one, do they? Extremely hot. Okay, she didn't mention heat at all on that one. I think the only option is her testimony? This is basically just the heat. Yeah. Oh, can we steal? I forgot. Wait, do we have that ability yet? I shouldn't play this game once a week. Oh, you can steal. Shit. No, I can't double steal. Ah, damn it. Okay, I'll just fire it off. Go, fire, go! Okay, go slow. Can I have it though? Thank you. Oh, bullshit. Go away. Go. No! It fired off. Shit! Okay. Forgot if it's anywhere near it, it bounces off. Ah! Go, go, go! Grab. Okay. Recharge my slow. Wouldn't the killer's mistake be the fact that she knows about the camera angle? Handbag now. Hospital gown now. Slippers now. Maybe fire killer's mistake at that? Go backwards. Go backwards. Go backwards. Go to the end. Go to the end! Go to the end! Give! Fire that. Don't left click, holy shit. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, this at least made sense. Mikan, you have committed a major mistake. Mistake? As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw the video. What's wrong with that? One of those. But I never said anything about the camera angle. Huh? So how can you say anything about the camera angle if you saw, as if you saw the video yourself? Ah! The only reason Mikan knew about the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed the video. Is that right? This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you? Squealing! Are you serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Kyoko and Ibuki? Forgive me! Huh? Ha 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 ha? Ore ore ore? Ah, I was wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all. That's not it? I mean, it's impossible. Possible? You know the handbag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now. The heck's wrong with her? She's getting weird by the minute. This is someone who's been abused and is used to having cigarettes put out on her. I think she's allowed to be weird. I'm actually surprised she's been so normal this entire time. The tote bag, isn't it the same one the girl was wearing in the video? How do you know so much about the video? Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know the bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Yes. Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember it even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that the tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that it's impossible, don't you think? That's why the video isn't fabricated and I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right? Taking your stubbornness this far, such despair. Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me. Long time no see. Well, not really. It's time for the third PTA. This is probably gonna be my last time, my last job during the class trial. Please humor me while I taint your ears one last time. Starting from this PTA, the reload and ammo features will be added. You will no longer be able to make do with just the left mouse button. Below the tempo marker is the lower portion of the screen. The number of bullets are displayed. From this point on, you need one bullet to destroy one remark. When you're out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy the remark no matter how much you mash that left mouse button. You'll be able to refresh your bullets by pressing the tab key to reload. Just like locking on, press the tab key in time with the tempo. Control is the same. Match tempo. Number of bullets refreshed based on how well you keep the tempo. Ammo will be completely refreshed and will not run out during feed time. If it's the gentle, you don't need to reload. You feel to find the other point? This way. Okay. I'll keep explaining it to you. Forgive me, that bag is a limited item. That's why the crime is impossible. This chick, she lost it for good? Will you forgive me? Yes, I love you. I gotta do something to end this. Damn it. Ah, I knew she was the killer before the case even started. I had a feeling it would be because everyone I latch onto is evil. Why? Ugh. Shall I let you punch me? Oh. Thank God for fast forward. So they changed this really weird. You don't tap the button anymore. You click it once. You just hold left click. That's it, and then you let go. That's weird. Was there a oh. Oh, shit. Oh, that's easy. Oh. Wow, that cheaty button lasts forever. Holy shit. Still going. Just kind of unfair. There we go. Oh, hello. What? Bonus theater prize? Theater prize bonus? I forgot there's a weird thing at the end. Bonus prize? No! Monokuma mentioned this earlier. I like bone on the meat. That was my favorite. When you buy one bag, you get another bag free. Whoever bought the bag should have received another bag. Which means it's not impossible to use the bag in 2 separate places. So please just stop making desperate excuses. Why? I don't know. It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end. Why does everyone hate me? You should just forgive me already. I love her excuse for I'm not the killer is just forgive me. I didn't do it. But why? Because forgive me. Nikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you. Accept my manga. Ah! Ah! Frustration! I really liked her. Oh, this switches pages? Oh, I didn't know that. That would be good to know. Nice little camera. Six pages? Okay. Is that him seeing it? Okay. This is not very long, Jesus. After she was choked, she was choked. It's sticky. Screw that thing. Wow, that was really... Why was that so short? The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Mikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music venue, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then they filmed the video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time. When in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer, acting as a fake. Slam! Gasp! Dun dun dun! I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue, found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from the outside. And, as if they had switched place with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. Dead lolly. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage fillers, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Ching! Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. Mish. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the crime scene monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy his monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't the crime scene. It's a big-ass camera, too. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. Trace. Splorch! In actuality, the reason the music venue became a locked room was because of glue. The killer sealed the room with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me. They helped us force the door open. Hey. And they made us discover not only Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside they were probably relieved that their plan had worked out. Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it? No! Damn it! Why? Why though? Whoa, now she's laughing. It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down on you. This feeling of despair! Whoa! Mikan, what has happened to you? Whoa there, before that, a moment of your time. Can we freeze frame that? Oh, I need to collect all the panties before the game ends. We're missing out. Oh, hello. Case 13. Okay, well this is definitely better than case 2, that's good. It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the... Okay. Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go! I'm gonna have a bite of cookie just to not be sad anymore. Now then, though it may be obvious at this point, you got it right once again. That's like 3 times in a row. That's right, the true identity of the horrifying blackened who killed the 2 girls was Mikan. You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikan, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed them? Don't joke around with me, Mikan. Did you lie to us all this time? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were still nursing them? Don't just laugh, say something. This is going nowhere. Giggle, giggle. This chick. This is nothing like Peko. She's actually gone mental. There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikan we knew. Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case. Mikan too, you say? I know because I was looking at Mikan for so long. She was the one taking care of me, after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on. Did you say Mikan also had the despair disease? I mean, so did Hyoko. Then, that means she was... Hajime, has something crossed your mind? I just noticed his hair is completely erect. Oh my god. I just noticed that. No, I'm both sad. Don't laugh. Emotions. My body's heavy. Knees weak. Give me that spaghetti. That's right, Mikan felt really hot at that time. Now that I think about it, that must have been a high fever. Just like what Ibuki and Akane had. Then, because of the disease, Mikan was... The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair. That's the reason she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation. Which means that Mikan saying before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected. She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Jesus. That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope. There's no way I can forgive that. For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong. Wrong? What's wrong? What I did was for the sake of my beloved. Huh? What you talking about? If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know. Okay, I mean, at least we get these. My beloved was the only one, that's right, the only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation. I understand that I've done something unforgivable, but you know, to transcend all that is truly what love is all about. I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity, I feel sorry for you. Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. Ah, this feeling of freedom when you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me, it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope and despair? It's love, only love. Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about? It seems I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair, you were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to the disease. Because thanks to the disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Apparently that's what my symptom was. Huh? What a wonderful symptom. Which means you had the remembering disease? Oh, okay, that makes sense. But if this means she remembered something and ended up like this, you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to the island? Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault, it was all your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships, so it's everyone's fault that I turned out like this, you see? And so the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. And it was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved. Like I said, who are you talking about? Are you saying this is Mikan? She's the real Mikan? Please answer me, did you really remember? You ended up like this because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikan. Oh, you still doubt me? Then to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about the World Ender organization that you all were worrying about. You know? Not know, I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along. How that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation. The symbol on the ancient ruins door. That's right. It was the Japanese word for future. Just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning? As the name suggests, that organization is World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves. The heck? This isn't a comic book, you know? As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monomi? Huh? I knew it. Monomi, Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? Monomi and I are members. I am Monokuma. My existence is entirely my own. Don't laugh. Mikan, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us. Of course I know. Let's see, the Future Foundation's lackey that's hiding among you all is... Oh, well, no one really cares about that, don't you think? Oh, hell no! You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably, when that countdown ends. Countdown? You know about that? I don't know anything. I have a feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love from the bottom of my heart. I just don't care about anyone or anything. Mikan, is this really you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe you were like this all along. Because if that's true, then who's the person who's been spending time with? Ooh, what? Then who's the person we've been spending time with up until now? I can read. The past. Past? That person, she didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys consider that thing a friend? That doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self or not my present self. Well, that applies to you as well. Memories of people, memories of events, whatever memory it is, losing memories are like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past, don't you think? I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end it always leads back to that story of our stolen school lives. So it was true all along? Our memories were taken away? If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much. Well, why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace? Monokuma, is it alright for you to start now? Punishment time? Damn it, why? Mikan, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much. Now that I've prepared a special punishment for the ultimate nurse. So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die, with the hope of finally seeing you. Let's give it everything we got. It's punishment time! I'm conflicted. So basically whatever happened to her at the start of the school year to the end of the school year and she forgot changed her to this person she currently is. Interesting. What am I looking at? Oh, it's a hand, okay. What? Why is she running a giant fist rocket? What? What's the other dude being a nurse? Did I miss something? He injected a fist that shot into space? Okay. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Ibuki and Hyoko was Mikan, and she's been executed. She apparently committed her crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted to end this way. This opens up a lot of questions. So she remembered her school history, basically, and that made her so tilted in some direction that she went back and killed those two people, meaning they probably did something to her or something. Because she remembers her entire life prior to school, and then everything after that. It's that little window that she misses. Okay. Was that her true form? Or is that itself a symptom of the despair disease? Doesn't matter either way. Oh, if she ended up like that just from remembering. All along, Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope. Even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, if that despair turned her into that... If she lost herself to a simple disease, she was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope. So let's just move on. Come on, let's talk about the, let's all take this despair and change it into hope. It's impossible! I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so... Like a house of cards collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. Then she vanishes from our sight, leaving behind only her malice towards us. And now, there's no way we can just move on and try to have a clear-cut attitude about these feelings. That's clearly impossible. Would have been so much easier if she was the traitor too. Too bad, that's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor. The traitor's still alive is proof. See how fine Monomi looks right now. I'm not fine at all. But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the future foundations. You guys are like two beating hearts as one, right? What does that make you, fiend? You did say that you're different from Monomi. Who cares about who I am? More important, I'm tired. The drama just kept going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean. What? And time to eat my black bean right eye during the break? Your right eye is made out of black beans? Wait, now's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say? You know, isn't it said that life has its ups and downs? It's fun because downs come after ups. But if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So in order to help you guys get better, I've prepared a special event. Head over to the first island's beach. An old friend will be waiting there for you. Could it be Nekomaru? Is it? It is, isn't it? He's safe after all? Safe, how should I say? I knew it. I knew that crazy bastard Nekomaru would come back with some One Piece. Awesome, we're starting to see the light of hope. The light of hope? I'm happy Nekomaru's returning to us, but the three of our friends just died, so I honestly can't be happy. Sonia. However, even so, I'm happy. If Nekomaru is safe, I'm truly happy. If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they still lived. Supreme Overlord, who gives a shit? That line doesn't suit you at all. Silence! I shall crush you into dust. Ibuki, Yoko, Mikan, can you hear us? If you're unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome I can speak Nekomaru when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them. Let's all go greet Nekomaru. Sob. Do you still have the after effects of that disease? I don't get this at all. Alright, let's go. You're right. Let's go. Let's go. When we heard that, we were unable to contain our excrement as we jumped into the elevator. Man, they just ran off without listening to what I had to say. Jeez, they're so impatient. Didn't they learn to stick around until others have finished talking? What does that mean? You're plotting something again, aren't you? I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them. Including Nekomaru's body. Huh? It's their fault for not sticking around until I finish talking. So if something happens because of that, I bear no responsibility. What did you do to him? What did I do? I just saved him, that's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone who was that close to death. So it couldn't be helped. Hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo, hoo. As soon as we exited the elevator, we started running. Hurry, to the beach. Alright, let's haul ass. Even though our minds were completely exhausted, strangely enough, our bodies felt light. Without stopping for anything, we kept right on running towards the beach on the first island. Where in the world is Nekomaru? Hey, Nekomaru, show yourself! We have come to pick you up. Please hurry up and come out of hiding. We raised our voices. We looked around the area. We raised our voices again. So on and so forth, we kept looking for him. But, hell man, he's nowhere to be found. Could it be, did we get false information? And that's when it happened. We heard a familiar voice echo through the beach. Gahaha! What happened? Were you all looking for me? That voice! With high hopes in our hearts, we turned toward the direction of the voice, and then we saw something truly unbelievable. What the? Yo! I've kept you waiting. What's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since a bit, since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much. Gahaha! Who are you? You two? What's going on? Messing around with me. I'll stop doing it to you. Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself? What do you mean noticed? Oh, you mean this body? Haha, this is nothing. What? Alright. The name is Nekomaru Nidai. I've been reborn in the rivers of hell. Ah! Okay. Fun. He's a Gundam. Oof. Jesus. I think we ended with 6 last time? We were hoping things would progress smoothly. That's right, a common, ordinary progression would have been just fine. Like, for example, the enemy's lair crumbling right after you defeat the final boss, or your dead friend suddenly reappearing. It would have been just fine if things had progressed like that. That's the kind of old-school progression we were hoping for. No, this unreasonable turn of events... His package is gone. The name's Nekomaru Nidai. Maru, is that you? No matter how you look at it, I'm still me. No matter how we look at it, this is not you at all. Jeez, you guys are a strange lot. You have such big, wide eyes. Or perhaps you fall in love with this metallic body of mine. Haha, I already know what you want to say just by looking at your eyes. Then again, I am a former team manager. Squeal. What happened? You'll get seen a ghost or something. Hey man, don't go scaring Miss Sonia with that strange-ass mask. He raised his stammering voice. As he raised his stammering voice, Kazuichi grabbed onto Nekomaru's head and... Wow, take it off. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Why would it come off? Wait, are you freaking kidding me? Holy crap! It's not just for show, it's pure electricity. I've been reborn as pure electricity. If you're seriously Nekomaru, that's my fault, right? You end up getting a body like that, and it's all my fault? I'm sorry, Nekomaru, I don't know how to apologize for this. Don't worry about it. A lot of stuff happens when you're alive. You're 2 upbeat, is this really okay? If you keep sweating the small stuff, you're gonna end up getting gray hairs. Commenting on every little thing he does is a waste of time. But you're really Nekomaru, right? You came back for us, right? That's right. I resurrected from the depths of hell in shining silver. Are you even okay with that? It doesn't even compare to my eye patch. How can you accept that body? It's better to just be alive. It's better to be alive. Hey, don't you agree? If I'm alive, I can still talk to you all. If I'm alive, I can still fight. It doesn't matter what happens to my body, not one bit. You're amazing. Nekomaru is brimming with hope. It's better to just be alive. I do understand what he's saying, but no matter how we make sense of this, it's just too weird. This is a novel or a movie. This is reality. Can something this unexplainable really be allowed to happen? I mean, yeah. No, instead, why did this happen? Anyway, I'm glad. That's fine, right? Right? Nekomaru definitely came back to us. My, am I interrupting your touching reunion? Hawa? Why is Nekomaru a robot? Unfortunately, it was truly difficult to save Nekomaru from the jaws of death. But they don't call me the psycho-pop magician for nothing. Oh my goodness, such a wonderful before and after has occurred. Appears to be a little too dramatic. Thanks to that, I'm getting stabbed by all these envious stares. Hey, if you're really a robot, what's going on with your thought process? It's like a program too, then what happened to the other stuff, like your self-awareness and... Fool, how many times have I tell you that doesn't matter? No matter what shape or form I take, I am Nekomaru. Is he? Is he gonna power through the rest of his life with his new abilities? Kind of reaction, looks like you really are self-aware. It means the technology is insane. I've never seen or heard of anything like this before. What the commoner considers advanced is not much of an advancement. If you think advancements exist in colleges and laboratories, that's a huge misunderstanding. The real advancements exist in the place where you can pass on that talent. And you're saying that's you? You're really that amazing? Stop admiring him. You stupid stuffed toy, don't go screwing with people's bodies like that. Hold on, if you harm Monokuma, you're going to... You intend to defy me yet again? You're quite the barbarian. Jeez, this time you will definitely fall prey to my Monokuma Bazooka! Didn't do anything yet. Once again, the world shook and turned stark white. The surrounding environment and all sound was blown away by the impact, turning everything completely white. Within that whiteness, I heard the voice again. Nekomaru! He's a robot. That didn't faze me at all. Check it out, I'm intact. I have no injuries at all. Are you serious? You took the blast and you have a single scratch. awesome. He's seriously a real robot. Hey, can you let me disassemble you? Can you let me disassemble you and show me your insides? No, thank you. If I get disassembled, I'll die. I suppose I should fill you in. Even though he's a robot now, if Nekomaru is killed, it's still going to count as murder, okay? Of course, it's possible that Nekomaru might kill someone instead. Don't say such foolish things, that'll never happen. Well, with all that in mind, you guys enjoy the killing school trip together. What the heck? Once again, I hope we can all get along. Impossible. It's gonna be a while before I can mentally process this. Will Nekomaru never return to his original form? If that's the case, it is a burden for Nekomaru. Hey, it's not like I came back as a monster. I'm just a robot, you know? I'm sorry, I can't really see the difference. Well, just consider this a little promotion. By making a robot out of one of the main characters, a genuine mystery is transformed into a sci-fi mystery. And the hard-boiled is transformed into cyberpunk. You're totally destroying the genre. Oh well, who cares? As long as it's fun, it's totally fine. As I listened to Monokuma's boisterous laugh, once again I was forced to accept this island is not the day-to-day world I know. It's a mad, mad world. Strange is accepted as normal. Causes, reasonings, circumstances, foreshadowings, these things don't apply here at all. That's what it means to live in a mad world. Chapter 4. Do ultimate robots dream of clockwork? The next morning, we gathered at the hotel restaurant like we always do. Man, the food today was awesome as usual. Oops. As always, you sure to eat a lot. I feel relaxed just by looking at you. It's impossible not to worry about it. No matter what, this feels really strange. It's not something I'll get used to easily. Anyway, what are you gonna do, Mekamaru? Mekamaru? You're used to him already? I didn't change his name. What am I gonna do? For food, do you need, like, oil? Regular? Premium? Ah, he ain't oil. He just said he's pure electricity. Maybe he's battery powered? I can totally eat normal food, especially rice dishes. I can't keep my eyes off them. However, I've been feeling a little down today, so I don't have much of an appetite. Are you malfunctioning? If you show me your insides, I can fix you up, you know. No means no. What, so you're here too? Oh, I'm sorry. I should know my place not to speak out of turn when everyone's gathered together like this. However, I just wanted to make sure I spoke to you about what happened yesterday. What happened yesterday? The person Mikan called her beloved. I can't help thinking about that, and it won't get out of my head. I'm just a coward for worrying about that. It crossed my mind as well, but based on how she phrased it. It was as if she was speaking to an entity that does not exist in this world. And there's nothing to worry about. More importantly, we should be thinking about the Future Foundation enemy. If that fearsome organization known as World Ender is truly responsible for our imprisonment, then investigating who's behind that organization is our top priority. Future Foundation, The word future. Does it have anything to do with the ancient ruin? I mean, there's no doubt that that symbol on the door to the ancient ruin was the Japanese word for future. If that's the case, it might be better if we investigate the ancient ruins again later. However, the more I think about it, the less sense it makes. Why would an organization that's secretly plotting to end the world make us suffer like this? They went to a lot of trouble to abduct us and bring us to this island. Not only that, they took away several years worth of memories of our lives at Hope's Peak Academy. For reasons that are also unknown. Future Foundation, World Ender. There's obviously something wrong with you if you believe something that unrealistic. You want to talk? But what if it's still burning in the background? What we should be most concerned about as it relates to the Future Foundation is the traitor that's among us. I wonder who it is. The true identity of the outsider. Nagito is obviously the most suspicious. Even a childish organization blathering about ending the world wouldn't accept someone like me. No one wants a worthless human like me to join their group. You actually know that feeling well, right? And that's the reason why you're not the traitor? I don't understand your theory at all. Then who do you think's most suspicious? I nominate Hajime. Huh? Well, isn't it normal to doubt the most unlikely candidate? Not just that, you're the only one here that still doesn't know what their ultimate talent is. If we're basing this on an outsider hiding amongst a group of ultimates, Hajime should be doubted right away. And Hajime's a traitor? Of course not, what are you even saying? You shouldn't raise your voice like that, we might become even more suspicious, you know? This is obviously your fault. Stop fighting. Don't you think fighting with ourselves like this is Monokuma's trap? Might be true, but... Alright, I'll handle this. Just leave this matter to me. What do you mean? To eliminate this tense atmosphere, allow me to present to you my new function that I discovered last night. New function? Don't tell me. Is it flight? Can you fly? It's not a convenient function like that. It's far more practical and novel. Now then, let's go. Whoa! Behold! What is he doing? Hardly, I'm not crying. My right eye dispenses cola, and my left dispenses... What? Rooibos tea? Behold! He's powered by cola! Super! What are you, a soda fountain? I know we're all... Oh my god. I know we'll be here all day if we keep commenting on every little thing you do. Oh my god. But what the hell was Monokuma thinking giving you a function like that? That guy is definitely fooling around. Monokuma's just toying through the people's bodies. I too was modified by Monokuma, so I totally understand how Nekomaru feels. But don't be depressed. You'll get used to it. It's surprising how quickly you get used to it. Don't go butting in our conversation all of a sudden. I'll kill you until you die from it, you stupid rabbit. That's an extremely violent thing to say to someone. You showing up at a time like this means that you come as though you defeated another Monobeast. Ta-da! You are correct. Once again, you can visit a new island, so please take this opportunity to get along with everyone. I ain't going. What a drag. Hey? Even if we go to the new island, it's not like we're gonna find a new way to escape, right? Rather, I feel though the opportunity to kill increases every time we go to a new island. So it might be best if we don't go. Eh? I don't know what you're planning, Fiend, but we're not going to fall for it. That's a misunderstanding. I was just... Oh, jeez, how annoying. Just stay back and leave the rest to your big brother. I'll give you an example of how to lure these guys to you, sis. What are you doing? You're acting like we're allies or something. What is going on? Didn't I tell you to stay back? Yeah! This technique, it's impossible to defend against it or evade. What in the world? There, now I've mopped up the annoying one. Okay. Since you're feeling down in the dumps, I'll make you guys so excited your noses will bleed. Compared to the early investigations, I've prepared a special treat that's completely different than before. Treat? Oh, you took the bait. I guess it's true. If you want to get shut in out of their room, carrots work the best. Cares about that? Hurry up and tell us what the treat is. It's an amazing treat. Don't wet your pants. Well, okay, if you do, just don't spray it on me. I've prepared a bunch of stuff you guys might find interesting on the new island. Such as clues about the future foundation. Huh? Such as parts that may be useful for making a ship. Are you for real? And also your student profiles from your time at Hope's Peak Academy. So do your best to explore. Take care. What should we do? Only options to go, obviously. We might be able to go home if we have ship parts. I plan to go too. There should just be a giant working engine and that's it. If there are clues about the future foundation, we need to make sure we see them. What about you, Hajime? Of course you're going, right? If you look at your student profile, you might be able to find out what your shining talent is. It's a chance for you to clear any suspicions, right? I don't think there's anyone that doubts me. Oh, I see. But if there's a clue about my talent, I want to know what it is. The reason Hope's Peak Academy chose me, the talent I possess, these things matter to me. There's no way I'm not worried about it. It seems you've all prepared yourself for the worst. That means we're gonna go, right? If everyone is going, I shall accompany you as well. But there's also a possibility that Monokuma set a trap. Yeah. I can't stop thinking about the ancient ruin that might hold clues about the future foundation. We should start exploring the new island first. The Mona beast that was blocking this bridge has disappeared all of a sudden. I've been wondering this for a while, but how is something as pathetic as Monomi able to defeat a Mona beast? Play the minigame and find out. It's useless to think about things that are a waste of time. I've learned that much during my time here. As I walked across the bridge, I started to see the scenery on the new island on the other side. Is this an amusement park? It's like a whole island. One giant amusement park. It looks fun, amazing, thrilling. That just makes it look even creepier. Okay. The horror house. Shitimi? A creepy looking building does not seem like it belongs in an amusement park. Is this supposed to be a haunted house? I don't really understand it, but this island certainly feels festive. If Hyoko and Ibuki were here, they would have definitely enjoyed this. But they're dead, thanks for bringing that up. What the hell's wrong with this island? Why is this here and they're forcing us to kill each other? Such bad taste. Really? The sign definitely says horror house, but it's like whatever building used to be here was converted to a haunted house or something. Oh! Ever since he took away my magic step, Monokuma has been doing whatever he pleases. I've been reduced to the role of an unwanted child. My influence is weaker than it's ever been. And not just that, look what he did to my house! So, this is too much. There's nothing good about this at all. If this keeps up, history will remember me as the greatest character to ever become a one-shot punchline. You were here? You didn't notice me until now? How terrible of me, as your teacher, to cry in front of one of my students. The haunted house over there, is that your house? It was, but he kept holding me to end up like this. It was supposed to be cute. My house was supposed to be cute. You can't. I understand that you're interested, but you can't go inside. Even teachers have a private side that the students aren't allowed to see. Also, you're a boy of a certain age. If you come inside, I'll make sure I leave the door open halfway. Otherwise, my mommy won't shut up about it. What am I saying? It's just a what-if scenario, okay? Now I really need to go inside. So it's a waste of time to stay here any longer. I should hurry and go somewhere else. No, I really want to go in there now. Okay. Nezumi Castle? The amusement park's castle is mouse-themed. There's a lot of different things I could say about this building, but I probably shouldn't say anything at all. What? Mice doing things I can't handle? Who cares? Ugh. You two? You don't like mice either? Well, we're siblings after all. No, not mice. I don't like them. Okay. Got a couple of loudmouths. You can't hide from me, friend. One down. So many coins, but no waifus to give gifts to. Beep, beep, beep. You can't, there's a strange mechanical sound coming from your body. I guess okay, since he's a robot. That sound means I'm feeling emotionally charged right now. I see, your body makes noises based on your feelings. Okay. Just now I have activated a new function. A new function? Flight? Now then, prepare yourself. Foi? It opened. Is that a clock? I'm able to sense the passage of time. I don't even need a clock. I don't even look at clocks anymore. Whether it's training, meals, or baths, there's no doubt this feature is useful in a variety of situations. Man, it actually comes out of your chest. What are you, a cuckoo clock? A cuckoo clock? Don't compare me to one of those everyday clocks. This is a highly effective radio clock. Radio? It's the type of clock that receives radio signals so it can automatically update the time at fixed intervals. Simply put, it's an extremely accurate clock that will be used in the manner! That's right, it's a clock that'll never slow down. It's even designed so that it cannot be adjusted. I've become a Time Lord! Well, even if it's an accurate clock, they didn't need to install it inside your body. What are you saying? I don't need to wear a wristwatch ever again. There's nothing more useful than this. That Monokuma. This building's full of dangerous areas. I think I should say something about it. What a coincidence, I was just thinking the same. Well, no matter how fancy it is, it's got nothing on Miss Sonia's castle. After all, she's the real deal. Miss Sonia's 100% pure princess who lives in a 100% pure castle. Don't talk so confidently about a castle you've never seen before. I was just wondering, is a mere human going to offer his opinion to me, an overlord? Fascinating thing. I'll play your game, you rogue. Come, tell me. Try to satisfy my... not hamsters. That's right. Those hamsters could probably pass for mice, right? So maybe you can defeat Monokuma and Minomi with your hamsters. I already told you, hamsters are merely their temporary form. A fiend like you is incapable of imagining what would happen once they shed their transient guises. Ignorance is horrendous. That's why it's only interesting to converse with humans once in a while. He gave some roundabout excuse that makes no sense, but my guess is he doesn't want to put them in danger. Clatter, clatter. It's locked. The bunch of mice are pressed up against the other side of the door. No mice. No. Okay. Peace out. Anyway, looks like we can't go in here. Good to know. Leg it. Aw. Aw. Roller coaster. There's even a roller coaster. Too bad! It's still in the maintenance. The ride isn't intense enough yet, so I'm in the middle of powering up like crazy. I don't think you need to do that. It's not like everyone's gonna ride it anyway. Now, don't say that. I've also prepared a prize for you. You're planning to bait a surprise again. Anyway, please enjoy the other attractions first. I'll make sure I finish the maintenance by then. If someone gets on this thing as their head cut off, I swear to Jones! By invisible piano wire. That was actually someone's pearl necklace! What? What am I going to do? I should think about that when the time comes. Boop! 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 Thank you. Give me my experience points, damn it. Oh! Sneaky Monokuma. Sneaky little boy, how you doing? Found you. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Yahoo! A roller coaster! Roller coaster is the only reason I go to amusement parks. There's nothing like a good thrill ride. Apparently it's still under maintenance, but I'll be first in line to ride it as soon as it's fixed. She seems too dumb to be killed or kill her. Still under maintenance. I guess I should come back when it's done. Peace. Literally the same as Hina. Just too innocent and stupid. Funhouse. It's like a building out of a fairy tale, minus the creepy looking train. I don't really understand this concept. What kind of attraction is it supposed to be? The numbers aren't in order. Okay, we have one waifu left. Two if we count Gundam. And of course we can't Gundam. I feel like this amusement park is missing something. That's not the problem here. I mean, it's supposed to be an amusement park, but there isn't even an arcade. When you go to amusement parks with your friends, do you just ditch them and play video games? No, that's rude. I make sure to choose competitive puzzle games or shooting games that we can all play together. Well, if I had any friends, that is. I'll be your friend. Where are we supposed to find clues about the future Foundation in an amusement park? How about you? Did you find anything? Like your school profile, maybe? I love how my character does not like him at all. It's supposed to be cute looking, but the design totally ruins it. Welcome to the funhouse! Funhouse. With this train I'm conducting, I shall take you all to the funhouse. Nonetheless, your body will be crushed asunder by then. Then there's no way I'm riding that thing. Rawr, rawr, rawr. You'll never be able to ride it anyway. My potions are too strong for you, warrior. You know, in order to go to the funhouse, all of you guys have to ride this train. All of us. At the same time. Nonetheless, your body will be crushed asunder by then. Okay. Your train is too strong. That's fine. Okay, I'm definitely never riding this thing. Oh, right. I think it's time to head over to the roller coaster. Why? What? I didn't make that decision. Game. Thank you. Wait, is that the entire island? Central Island. Oh, that's the whole thing? Damn, that was small. Okay. I guess I should go back to the roller coaster. Everybody here? Hey, want something cool? According to Monokuma, we all get a treat if we ride the roller coaster together. I'm not riding that thing. Didn't I tell you? I get crazy Cossack. Welcome! Welcome to the main attraction of this amusement park, the Great Ultra Delicious Coaster. Is it really true that we get a prize for riding this? Sure thing. What's the prize? Oh no, that's the surprise for you two. That's the surprise for after you ride this. We have to ride this together. Didn't I tell you already? Are those ears just for decoration? No, I'm gonna do it. Now, it's gonna be fine. The rides are sweet. Everyone who likes them always says that, but I already know they're not fun at all. But there's a possibility that the prize is gonna be those ship parts, you know? That might be true, but might I ask, where will this ride take us? Don't want to take us anywhere. Just gonna circle around and come back here. What is the meaning behind that? You fiend, have you never gone to an amusement park? I'm embarrassed to say that we do not have these in my country. I see. I've only gone to an amusement park once during my childhood. But it was an amusement park in hell filled with man-eating demons. Huh? There are amusement parks in hell? I've never heard of such a thing. By all means, please allow me to accompany you next time. Don't do it, Miss Sonia. That guy's got a bad habit of lying. The entrance fee is the blood of a virgin. I shall offer up your blood as tribute. Oh, that's a shame. It seems my blood cannot be used as the entrance fee. Does that mean that Miss Sonia... Hey, everyone. It's just going to be a waste of time if we stand around like this. Why don't we just try riding it? Hold on. Why did we have to just try riding it? Nekumara, can I leave this to you? Leave it to me. Stop already, let me go! Let me go. Got that art style change. But despite his desperate struggling, Kazuichi got stuffed. All in all, the great, ultra delicious toast. With Monokuma's shout, the roller coaster took off at maximum speed, instantly killing everyone. Yahoo! Ah! I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die! I like how his phone was just kind of like floating. What overwhelming G-force. It feels like all the screws in my body are gonna fly off. But still, my heart. This is so much fun. I'm gonna die, let me die. Alright, we arrived. How was it? Wasn't that fun? It's finally over. That was a little too intense. Hey, let's go one more time. I agree, what's more? No friggin' way. Hey, more importantly, where's our treat? Alright, here you go. The treat is a file. The symbol. It's the same symbol that's on the door of the ancient ruin. If so, this file must be a file from the Future Foundation. We'll be able to find out who they are if we look at this. Is it alright if we check inside? Sure thing, do whatever you like. We gathered around Nagito as he received the file, and stared at him intensely as he carefully turned the pages. The book's backwards. These characters look familiar. Hope's Peak Academy ironically became the site for the killing school life. The mastermind behind the plan locked the students inside the academy and forced them to kill each other. The students were pushed to their limit, eventually reached a state of heightened paranoia. And that's how the killing began. The killing committed by those students lasted several days, but at a certain point, the curtain suddenly fell. A group of students united and staged a counterattack against the mastermind who paid with their life. With this, the 6 students who survived were able to escape the academy. Hey, aren't these photos on the left photos of the 6 people who survived? Then what does that mean? Why is he in this photo? I looked down at where Nagito was pointing. He was much thinner, as if he was an entirely different person, but he looked exactly like someone we knew. The Chubbinator. Byakuya. He looked exactly like him, the first victim on the island. This definitely looks like Byakuya. Why is this photo in here? What does it mean? Like, this is a killing school trip that they're talking about. It looks like the killings we're involved in resemble this set of killings that happened before. And that took place inside Hope's Peak Academy. Hold on. Did these killings actually happen inside the Hope's Peak Academy? That's not possible. There's no way the teachers or the police for that happen. However, what if the Future Foundation, World Ender, was the one who initiated this? You mean the organization that was the one who took over Hope's Peak Academy? That's not possible. That was stupid. If Byakuya were still alive, we wouldn't be able to learn the details of this. How unfortunate. However, we lost our memories, correct? That should have applied to Byakuya as well. Also, Byakuya never said a word about such a past actually existing. Well, he was killed before he could. So he became the first victim before he could tell us about any of this. Ah, perhaps that was what he was planning to talk to me about. Was he specifically referring to the killing school line? Anyway, as long as Byakuya is no longer with us, we have no choice but to ask Monogamo. How does the killing school life that occurred at Hope's Peak Academy relate to this island? The only thing I can say is, all the answers are in your school memories that were taken away. Give them back. Give the memories back to us. Nope! The Future Foundation took them, and I can't do anything in my current state. Regardless, it's unforgivable. I will never forgive those who try to trample Hope. They should all be destroyed. This isn't making sense again. Whatever, man. Just let me go back home. Oh, who knows where the ship parts are? They should be somewhere on the island. I searched the island once through, but I did not find ship parts anywhere. No, the funhouse should still be left. Based on what I've heard, it seems we cannot access it unless we're all gathered together, correct? Ding ding, correct. That's right. The treats you can't find yet are all hidden inside the funhouse. And the ship parts should be there too, right? No, not just the ship parts. If he means all, that also includes our student profiles. Which means a clue about my talent should be there too. It might be a trap, it might be a trap, it might be a trap, or it might be a trap. It's like we're already caught up in a trap, but let's go, everyone. I see. Is that really alright? The funhouse is that creepy-looking building, correct? But we have no other choice. I mean, we might be able to obtain the ship part if we go there. And then the secret of Hajime's talent too. Get off my dick, boy! God, you're interested. Wait. Fine. I think we should listen to Hajime and head over to the funhouse as well. Looks like you guys have decided. I have things to prepare, so I'll be going first. I'll see you later. I'm not really on board with this idea, but if everyone says they're gonna go, I guess I have no choice. I guess I have to go with everyone. Plunging yourself into a trap is an act of sheer madness. Ha ha ha! That's what makes it truly interesting. Then it's decided. Maybe it's because we were shown a new mystery from that Future Foundation file, but I couldn't keep still after being forced to see more mysteries that didn't make sense. I felt like I didn't even care if it was a trap. And because of that panic, I completely forgot. Monokuma's traps are always far beyond our imagination. I completely forgot about that. As I headed to the funhouse. Which is exactly, coincidentally, where we shall be pausing today's stream. Thank you for joining, it's been very fun, and I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.